of the tournament here. You do not want to be off to a weak start here. An early goal is not going to hurt and not going to do any harm to the nerves of the other team, and it's going to be Extra who's going to strike first. It took all of 29 seconds, and if you're a fan of Sandrock, that is the exact opposite of what you'd like to see.
I mean, I might be a little bit biased towards BDS. BDS showing us that they have not been sleeping during that off-season title act.
Exactly the point I was going to say. We were wondering, oh, we haven't seen them in some time. Maybe they have taken a little bit of snooze, and championships against Vitality, they will be so hungry to put that right immediately here in this first tournament.
It was literally falling at the last hurdle, but heck, they had already won a fair few golden medals before that. But Pride was on the line, and Pride is on the line once again here.
Yeah, no, I want to concur that point exactly. They have looked a lot more comfortable after that nervy opening 30 seconds, but you have to say it's not like BDS have looked uncomfortable. There's been no real clear-cut chances that the Saudi Arabian side have been able to generate their TRK going to be necessary to make that save. It was a slight double commit. You can tell they're still being a little bit reactive. Feels like approaching halftime, that screw might be starting to be turned.
Yeah, the onslaught from BDS beginning to show itself. They've got a hold of the midfield. Into the corner, it'll be thrown. Monkey Moon trying to get that final touch. It'll work as a beautiful setup towards Extra, though, as he knocks home the second for BDS.
I was just trickling across the face of the goal there. Khalid not winning out on that challenge. Monkey with a fantastic 50. This 2-0. Thank you very much, chat.
That's an interesting point right there. Khalid changed his name to just a K. Is that a sign that he's trying to be reformed, or maybe he feels in a little bit of slump like you see from Justin? But right here, BDS, you give them an opportunity and they will take it.
That's a quick double right there, the jab and the right hook, and it's still suddenly twisted dramatically out of favor of Sandrock, and we were worried this might happen. You talk about Khalid changing his name, completely understandable, right? The other letters just make his car heavy. Clearly, they were just slowing him down. Maybe if he added a full stop on the end, it would work out a little bit better for him, but it's certainly not working out great at all right now.
A man that definitely thinks those letters don't add any weight. He's even got two symbols. It's them just sort of looking for space to try and gain control over the pitch, or what's really going on there?
I mean, at 4-0 down, it's easy to say that some desperation might already be setting in. I mean, ironically, the second you mentioned an infield pass, one came across to Ahmad. It's just
they're listening to us, maybe.
Maybe, but he just ended up backflipping. It was really unfortunate. He didn't get the reach. As you see, Monkey Moon just absolutely slap Khalid, and he's only going to be able to pick the ball up and send it, but only straight into a BDS player. It's Extra sending it downfield, and TRK had to stretch just to make that save. It's the final minute, and we're still yet to see a goal out of the Middle Eastern team. And really, how many dangerous shots have they had, Bacon? Because whether I've got memory loss or not, I can't remember them, forcing saves out of BDS.
I will give them an excuse. Sandrock Gaming are normally pants in game ones. They just generally don't really show up. They take a little bit of time to warm on up, and they've got a bit of pace, but they don't really have that teamwork, and that is very characteristic. So right now, I'm looking at this game one, and I'm not too fussed with Sandrock.
No, really not. I mean, we can't say BDS are being BDS. I do want to give credit, regardless of the fact that yeah, I'm going to keep talking, actually.
Yeah,
let's just keep that. Look away from the screen. I was saying about how nice Mark Bates' pre-flip redirect was there for that 5th goal, but the 6th goal might be even more impressive, to be honest. Goal in this first minute, I think, is so important for Sandrock to keep that clean sheet and steady this capsizing ship.
Yeah, it always feels like a little bit of a tradition. If you get a blowout game 1, game 2 is a stalemate, a war of attrition, and Sandrock are making it so close. TRK has got to be feeling the nerves right now. Look at that, straight as I say it. Monkey Moon looking to just send it towards net, not going to be able to get it the whole way there as Khalid steps on in. But really, this game worlds apart from the first.
Yeah, it really is, and it would have been so easy to look at that game 1 out of context as well and just think, 6-0, Omega lowers, it's a chance there coming round. I'll carry on, because I just want to point out the evidence. We have seen this roster of Sandrock before. They were playing in the Community Open. They were scoring goals just like they've done here. It's their first lead, and it's Ahmad who gets it.
A very simple shot for Ahmad. You've got to remember that for anyone at home. I don't think anyone was expecting there just to have the absolute stones to go for that play with 2 players in net. BDS definitely weren't. They were probably thinking it was going around the corner. But Ahmad just taking that chance and coming out absolutely grinning. 1 minute 43 left on the clock, and it's going to be 2-0. TRK gets his first up on the board.
Look at this BDS, a little cocky here, trying to try a black back pass across the net there. Maybe intentional, maybe not. TRK, and that's exactly what they did. Simple goal, and it's going to double their lead.
Quality over quantity sometimes, and other times you just need simple and reliable, like you said. 1 minute 30 left, and BDS have got to start searching. They cannot rest on their laurels. And Monkey Moon. This is why we love you.
This is just savage. Khalid, he may be a 1v1, fantastic player, but he's been made to look silly. Rick's GG, White Demons, they got wins against them, but this is a completely different breed of team that they are facing up against right now in BDS. They're looking to strike back. Monkey Moon won't be able to get the double for his second goal. Not enough boost in the tank to do it, and it is tense moments right now for Sandrock Gaming and the Middle East region as a whole.
Oh, and using the woodwork, Monkey Moon is just going to be able to squeak this one away. A tie-up with Sandrock.
Can you see just a little bit of panic there, Khalid? He's made that touch in a rush. We were talking about it. It's such a mental blow. We talk about losing 6-0, but when you give up a lead, let alone a 2-goal lead, it's so difficult for you to ever feel safe in that spot for the rest of the entire series. That shot coming off the post, what a play. Rising for that challenge and make the clear they will with the pressure. It is still clasping down upon them. They're going to have to somehow ride their way out of it.
Yeah, look at BDS. They're struggling a little bit with their pace. They just get synced up with one another. Beautiful clear. Monkey Moon just sniping it downfield, but Sandrock...
I thought it might have just been an end-to-end open net because I couldn't see Khalid with his such small game attack there, just the K. He was blending in on the background here. Marked by 8 is going to continue this press though, and every time a shot goes towards that net, you do worry for just a second with how easy the comeback was made. 3-man passing play they used to get that ball from end to end in the past 10 seconds or so. Such a great competent play from such a great competent team. They're doing it here. They're doing it again. The shot is gonna slip in, and BDS have to.
Right, we need to see this replay because unfortunately that demo ruined it for us. Just not able to see it.
There's blue side. All 3 players there comfortably in the half of the Saudi Arabians.
Extra. Just going to keep this ball lofted. Look at the shadow play from Monkey Moon, just following up behind, guaranteeing that it will reach downfield. Marbe just cannot get that low enough. In all fairness, if he did go any lower, it would have been blocked by one of the Sandrock players. Good contestation from Monkey Moon. Extra is going to be able to punch this towards the net, but TRK, nice little dribble, good bit of control, forcing the 50-50, but no one there to pick it up in the midfield. A little bit of a gap, though, found. Sandrock Gaming, they need to just make sure that they fill up the tanks right here. Make sure they're back to 100, ready, and looking to go the long distance.
And so much of that allows them to play that siege is that offensive patience. You talk about the hit that Mark by 8 was taking there, and I don't believe for any moment that he was actually trying to score. He knew that by winning that ball, he was never going to be able to take a direct shot at the net, but just by plonking it onto the backboard, forcing a response out of Sandrock, forcing them to deplete their boost resources over time is going to lead to an easy chance coming their way. We see the flip reset from TRK. He did such a good job of getting up to it so soon, but you could see he was already turning slightly away. Maybe a lack of confidence, no lack of confidence on that flick from Ahmad, as Extra had to use all the boost in the tank to get that save. Double commit forced out, but suddenly Khalid is going to have to run back, recover that ball. Ahmad is just going to slam it away because immediately the demolitions were coming their way.
Were indeed. Good touch there by Khalid to just get that ball up to the midfield. Fantastic shot put on as well, but marked by 8. Ready for it. I'm trying to get a little bit fancy there, but at the same time, when you talk about huddling up, notice BDS on the attacks where they generally have 2 to receive. Monkey Moon in the end, straight up marked by 8, sort of right place at the right time as he was rotating back. That is dirty. Go take a shower, Mark.
It was ridiculous, like he was riding his signature in the air, forcing multiple players to try and stop him.
And he's still just knocking the ball towards that corner, marked by 8 to just near enough, allow him some freedom to move, go get boost. As BDS want to just put pressure on.
That was a good job by Ahmad there. He's definitely been to yoga classes. He had to stretch for that save. It was uncomfortable.
I'm hoping for it.
I mean,
I want Sandrock to just be able to do a fair bit of damage.
it's just the first one is the most important. Once thinking you can get a game is very much different to knowing you can get a game. But unfortunately, when things like this seem to constantly be going against you, it is tough to find some belief.
Yeah, it almost feels unlucky, but it's just straight up. He can just near enough pinch it off him and rocket it towards the net.
I mean, it's a fair point you make, right? No one covering the net. But as far as TRK, when he knew, as he took that 50, he still thought he had two players behind him. That ball suddenly starts rolling towards the bottom corner. He's like, defenders? Mod check? Where are you at? Seriously. And we just had to watch on the replay. Nobody was home, and whether that was confidence or desperation, I do not know. But it's a bad omen considering the fact that they had previously been able to open up the first 2, if not 3 minutes of the past 2 games, keeping their clean sheet. But I guess it didn't exactly work for them. Maybe they're trying something different. I'm not sure I'm a fan of it. The defense is ridiculous, and yet it's not going to matter.
When you're leaving it to the line, no matter what, after all these shots, one is finally going to come on through, especially when marked by 8.
It was like a self-service checkout. Who wants their next shot? Seriously, they were going to scan their shot card. I have no idea. I mean, maybe there's a chance here as it bounces down. The save is almost going to be combined with his teammate there. That is unfortunate for Sandrock, but I do believe BDS had the block regardless here. And while we saw them come back from 2 down in Game 2, it's Sandrock who have to do the same here in this potentially final Game 4.
It's like a once-in-the-blue-moon scenario. Sandrock are working hard right here. And the problem is they've got to work that defense as well as the attack. Brilliant little save there from TRK to be able to work it into a clear downfield. Okalid with a brilliant setup, but Ahmed just a little bit too far back.
TRK has done a good job of keeping this ball close in the midfield. I thought that touch, and I think he thought that touch was a pass, and suddenly the miscommunication has all gone awry. It's a little bit of a disaster, you could say, for Sandrock, as that mountain for them to climb just keeps growing taller.
It does indeed. Sandrock are probably going to have to get creative right now. To be honest, that's when you see Sandrock at their best.
Oh my goodness, I mean, you can't see much of them if they get sent to space like that with that bump. They may be saying this is fine, but the fact is it is burning down around them. Unfortunately, the shot direct again, this time big save from TRK.
Yeah, all you're going to get is crispy edges and an uncooked center. You don't want that at all. How is he going to just work that out? I don't know how he can predict them so quick, because he is pre-jumping for interceptions.
Oh, it's going to be on the crossbar. The rebound is there. He's pre-jumped for that, but he's not got it on target.
We've used the break to re-fortify themselves and be ready for this. $50,000 on the line. Of course, even if you come 8th, you're going home with a little bit of cash, but everyone wants that large slice of pie. They want the 15K, and I hate them so much.
They don't even care.
Yeah.
Look at them.
This was just another day at the office for them.
Business as usual. So casual,